When are you going to do the next anime review?
Just one more moon.
Crimson!
Just one more
Crimson! Come on, Crimson! Yeah, when's the next anime review?
Just one more moon.
Crimson!
One more moon.
Crimson!
One more
Crimson! That's the next anime review!
Okay. One more moon.
No!
Why, hello there, people of YouTube. 'Tis I, once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today to give you guys another anime review. And today, people of YouTube, we're going to take a look at an underrated, underappreciated sleeper hit of the fall 2017 anime lineup. Recovery of an MMO Junkie. Let's begin, shall we? So, Recovery of an MMO Junkie basically follows Morioka Moriko, a 33-year-old otaku shonen who recently quit her job and decides to go back into online gaming. Turns out she plays a game called Fruits de Mir and meets a young, interesting-looking lady known as Lily. The two interact, and as the anime progresses, Morioka ends up knowing the roots of this game, establish friendships with various characters in the anime, but in real life, things also go down as, she comes across another mysterious person known as Sakurai, and how they interact and how they all do with things, and it's kind of... it's very hard to explain, people of YouTube, but once you really watch this anime, you'll get it right away. It's just the Crimson Assassin's poor way of doing anime reviews. Yippee. So, people of YouTube, when I say that this is the most underappreciated anime of the fall 2017 lineup, it's quite the understatement. In fact, this anime is very underrated, as not a lot of people, at least from what I've seen, talked about this anime, and it's kind of sad. And considering how I discovered this anime, even I never knew what this anime was about until I watched 4-Star Bento, and how they were talking about a recovery of an MMO junkie, and that kind of got me curious to check out the anime myself. So I went in with this anime not really expecting much, and I gotta say, people of YouTube, Recovery of an MMO Junkie is sweet, kind, and all in all, a pretty fun anime to watch. I recommend it. So, what you may ask, what are its pros and what are the cons? Well, there are a few. Let's start with the pros. The animation, done by Studio MD, or MG, I believe is what it is, was pretty solid. Now, I actually never heard of Studio MG or MD, and they've done other animes in the past, but there are no animes, at least that I've seen from. And so this is like basically my first ever exposure to this animation studio, and honestly, you could tell they had a lot of influence by A1 Pictures, because it kind of almost looks like something that came out of like an A1 Pictures kind of fantasy-esque kind of anime with very colorful backgrounds, really cute, solid character designs, and all in all, a bright scenery. It's very colorful, it looks pretty as fuck, and it's simple. That's just to put it simply, it's simple. The animation is. So, good job, Studio MD or whatever. You guys did a good job with the animation. Good job. The story is quite compelling. Now, sure, it may not be, anything, grandiose, and, it's about an MMO, and trust me, with all the animes about MMOs, they kind of get a little too, how do I put this, overwhelming, to say the least. And not to say that Recovery of an MMO Junkie is overwhelming. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The anime is quite just fun to watch. It's a very fun, easy to get into, easy to jump into anime. And, I do like the various themes I guess the anime was trying to show us, and that's kind of spoiling the fun, so I'm obviously not going to reveal that. Now then, people of YouTube, the characters. The characters of Recovery of an MMO Junkie is, well, all in all, really solid. All of them are really solid, cute, fun, and entertaining in their own sensible way. The main protagonist of Morioka is excellent. She's a very relatable character. Even though we may not relate to her in age, you could definitely relate to her in spirit. In the fact that, yeah, you know, we all feel like we're this otaku, shut-in, neat kind of person who spends all her time playing an MMO. And, you know, there are situations and moments where, yeah, you can definitely relate to her plight. And, you know, you really like the character by the end of the show. Like, I definitely liked her, too. She's, all in all, a very solid, relatable main protagonist. And, you know, she's pretty nice. I liked her a lot. Now, we have Sakurai. Again, another standout character that kind of blew me away. I wasn't really expecting to like the guy as much as I did, and sure enough, he did. I actually really like Sakurai's character, how nice he is, and I absolutely loved his relationship with Morioka, as I felt like they were so freaking cute. Like, there were moments where they were just hanging out together in real life, and they oh my god, I ate that shit up, people of YouTube. It's nice. It's so sweet. It's just, yeah. Yes, appealing to the romance junkie inside me. Go figure, huh? But besides that, their relationship, all in all, besides being very, very kind and sweet, also gets the most screen time and the most development, which kind of almost leads into one of the issues that I have with the anime, but we'll save that later. Now, another character that I honestly did not expect to like as much as I originally hoped, and a character that really shocked the hell out of me, and how I really like him, Koiwai. This dude is the real MVP. He does the whole support role done to a T. He supports the characters in their situation and what they're going through. And there's a lot of situations where he comes in clutch. And I definitely loved his relationship with not only Morioka, but with also with Sakurai, as you can tell that these two really just kind of almost don't mesh well, but you can obviously see the good intentions that Koiwai has. And not to mention, he does also have a really cute and solid relationship with Morioka, how he's such a tease, and he's such a fun character on the screen. Like, every time I see Koiwai on the screen, I know I'm in for a treat, because he's so, you know, overly positive, and, you know, you just see him come out and blow up on screen. And especially there's this one moment at the end that he does that was brilliant. Like, I thought was really, really, really good. Like, wow. Props to Koiwai. He's a really solid character. Now, you know, the anime is pretty solid and all, but I do have a few issues with the anime. For starters, and let's get this out of the way, most of the characters that are featured in the anime, that are even featured in the opening of the anime, don't really get much screen time, or not really get much in the way of character development, because we're too focused on really Morioka and Sakurai's relationship. Not that it's a bad thing, but obviously when you focus too much on a certain couple in an anime, you don't tend to follow any of the other supporting roles that are in the anime. For example, this character, Kande, in the MMO world, but I believe his name is Fujiroka? I forgot his fucking name, my apologies, but he was set up to be a pretty interesting character, yet he doesn't really do much besides really help Morioka in a few situations here and there. And I only wish they actually fleshed out more of his character, and as well as some of the other members in Morioka's guild in the MMO world. They don't get much screen time or character development as well, especially they were kind of hinting towards one character who, I believe her name was Lilac in the MMO, and you don't really know her real name. But yeah, she's even featured in the damn opening, yet she's not in the anime. So why have an anime character featured in the opening if she's barely gonna be fucking used? Like, you made the character model and everything, yet you didn't fucking use her. How does that go? Anyway, she's a complete. They're all not that they're pointless, but they don't really serve much of a role besides just kind of moving the story along and just, well, sometimes just being there. And you know, you don't. And again, I don't like when animes do that. Now, I like animes that focus on a couple, but also take time to explore some of the various other characters. Like, there's more than one character in a story. People, come on, get that through your thick fucking skulls. Another issue that I have with Recovery of an MMO Junkie is the pacing. In particular, the first half. My god, it's very slow. It starts off very slow and it doesn't really pick up until about episode 3 or 4. And not even that, because things kind of drag on for a little freaking too long in the anime. And I wish that they kind of can either condense a scene or just not have the scene in general. Now, obviously, for obvious purposes, they're done for character development and character growth, but like I said, you're focusing way too much time on this thing when you could be using that time to focus on some of the other things in the anime. And another thing is that they keep alluding to Morioka's job. And I wish that would have been, oh my god, what am I looking for? Explored. I wish that was more explored because, Morioka's the main character and you want to really, know the character at a much deeper level, yet, all we know is that the character really quit her job and that she's very nice and, very apologetic. And you don't really know much about the main character and, what was her job like and why did she quit. And I honestly wish we could have learned more from her. But all in all, she is still a solid character, yet I want to know more about her. Same thing, again, with most of the other characters. Again, you focus on a relationship rather than, okay, whatever, bite me. Okay, as for, music and sound, the music is alright, but I definitely love that opening theme. My god, that opening theme is so damn catchy and so much fun to listen to. Definitely listen to that damn opening theme. It's fucking catchy as fuck. Aside from those people, I don't really have much else to say about Recovery of an MMO Junkie. It is a really solid, sweet, simple anime to watch. I don't really have much in regards of, pluses or minuses, and it's all in all just a really fun anime to watch. Definitely go check it out. Definitely it's worth your time. And this anime obviously gets a 3 out of 5. Good job, MMO Junkie. You proved me wrong. I thought this anime was actually going to be crap. Well, this anime proved me wrong. They said it's a 3 out of 5 on me. So that people of YouTube, that's going to wrap up this anime review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until then, follow me on social media, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.